Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to you on this excellent Tuesday. When we see mild profit booking on Dalal Street, the reason is very simple. It's the weekly expiry of the Sensex, and that is putting pressure on broader indices as well. Although the broader market seems to be in good shape. What we'll do is we'll now take a look at what's happening as far as different asset classes are concerned. As usual, we will always start with this Nifty, 71 points lower at 24,874. The levels of 25,000 are proving to be a very strong resistance provided by the bears, and it seems that nothing so far seems to be moving that resistance towards bulls. So down 74 points as far as the Nifty is concerned. Bank Nifty is also down about 128 points. Overall, if you look at the advanced decline ratio for the Nifty, it is 19 shares in the green versus 31 that are in the red. As also, if you look at the broader markets, it's about even Stevens. 1350 shares are in the green, 1150 shares are in the red. We tracked 19 indices for you. Out of 19, just 4 or 5 are in the green. The broader markets now are under selling pressure, profit booking. So Nifty Pharma Index down 1%, Nifty Metals Index down 0.5%, Financial Services Index 1/3% lower, as also Auto, Nifty 100, 200 and 500 indices are all showing signs of profit booking. Overall, if you look at the NSE 500, which is the biggest index, the advanced decline ratio is again 1:1. 235 shares in the green, 260 shares in the red. But the story, ladies and gentlemen, is in the Nifty IT index. As we've been pointing out for a while, a lot of value buying is happening in frontline counters that have been beaten black and blue. Therefore, you see Infosys at day's high about 1635 rupees, 0.7% higher. There is a smart move that is also coming into TCS. TCS is up 9 rupees at 0.3% higher, and if you look at the broader Nifty, it is only IT stocks that are providing strength on the long side. They are HCL Tech 0.7% higher, that's 12 rupees at 1735. You have Wipro about 1 rupee 50 paisa higher, 264.30. Tech Mahindra is also in the green, 1702. Up about 8 rupees, and of course I have discussed TCS and Infosys. Again, Birla Soft as well as KPIT in the FNO space are doing pretty well. Tanla Solutions, another mid-cap IT counter, is up 3.5-4% today, 683 rupees 70 paisa. This is the second most active traded counter on the NSE today. About 476 crores worth of shares have been traded as far as Tanla Solutions is concerned. And in terms of a broader move on the green side, it is defense. It's coming back with strength. Mazagon Dock is almost 5% higher at 3,315. When you look at Mazagon Dock, about 1100 crores worth of shares have been traded on the National Stock Exchange. You have strength coming back on Cochin Shipyard, 1.5% higher, about 600 crores worth of shares have been traded. BEL is the top performer and a record high again. You have strength coming in at about 406.25, 0.5% higher, and about 400 crores worth of transactions have been done. Again, Garden Reach is in the green. You have Cochin and Mazagon also trading pretty well. Solar Industries, fresh record high, 1.2% higher, 17,208. So across the board, you have strength coming in as far as defense is concerned. After 4 or 5 days of rest, you see a strong move coming into defense. Let's take the chart of Infosys. The reason why I want to point it out this to you is that after many months of selling pressure, Infosys is now approaching its 200-day DMA, which is at 1678, counter still at 1638. But you can well imagine that this is how the stock has been over a very long period. The highest that you see on Infosys is now since 12th of March, but this is well below 200-day DMA. So that is something that you have to keep an eye out. Now, with the increasing problems between Israel and Iran and the war in Middle East, a lot of chemical stocks are doing pretty well because supply chains are disrupted and prices are going higher. So look at Naveen Fluorine. This is amongst the top gainers as far as markets are concerned, and it's trying to reclaim its previous high that was hit in May of 2023. Naveen Fluorine is at the moment amongst the top gainers, 3% higher at about 4,644. Strong volume show. Apart from that, you have strong moves coming into Subros, up about 3.5%. That is also one of the strong performers in the auto ancillary space. Coming back to the tech space, one of very well-known counters, which is Happiest Minds, is showing a very sharp burst in price and volume, 5.2% higher on Happiest Minds, and the price is 644. This used to be a very high beta counter when it got listed, but again below 200-day DMA, and we've seen the stock correct from a high of 1565 rupees in September 2021 all the way down to about 525 rupees in April of 2025. A bit of a bounce back coming in fairly strongly. So this is again a tech company that's doing pretty well. Amongst chemical stocks, look at Viniti Organics, 1937 for you. Yesterday's volumes were very robust. Counter is 3.5% higher today on volumes of about 73,000 shares. Yesterday's volume was somewhere like 9,71,000 shares. So this is how, ladies and gentlemen, the markets are moving. Let me just list out volume buzzers and record highs for you. Some stocks that you need to keep an eye out are Intellect Design, 2.2% higher, 1238. This is a fresh peak. MCX, how can I forget this? Again, all-time high at 8,021, 1.7% higher at the moment, 1766. Solar Industries I've discussed, and as usual from the Max Stable, MFSL, Max Financial and Max Healthcare are also at record highs. BEL is something that I've mentioned. Volume buzzers, latent view, keep an eye out on this defense counter as well, 4% higher for you. 417. Naveen Fluorine is also moving on very heavy volumes. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is by and large the state of the market. You see fairly strong moves coming into select chemical counters. You see a lot of action coming back into defense. Remember, while all effort has been made to effect a ceasefire between Israel and Iran, but for the moment there seems to be no signs of pulling back, and therefore suppliers such as BDL, which supplies missiles to Israel, are doing pretty well in the markets today. And BDL is not alone. 3 shipbuilding counters, BEL at a record high, BEML is also doing pretty well. So a day of good gains coming in from defense counters, especially in the public sector space. This is all that I have for you. We'll be back at 2 p.m. but news continues on Business Today Television. Keep watching.
He helped India find its voice on the global stage.
Of the global south and the developed